I'm JohnBerry555, and today I'm continuing my series of Gilligan's Island retro reviews. Today I'm taking a look at Season 1, Episode 8, Goodbye Island. So this episode, they're trying to repair the minnow so that way they can get off the island. And I would like to note, the wiki mentions this and I observed this. The set on this is much more indicative of the earlier episodes of Gilligan's Island. A lot more scenes set on the beach, for example, rather than around the lagoon when they want things along the water. The minnow is still here for obvious. In fact, except for the title sequence, I don't believe we ever see the minnow again after this episode. But there's a lot about this episode that just screams even earlier in season 1 than we actually are. 8 episodes in is still pretty early, but it just feels a lot earlier than it actually aired. So that makes some people wonder, myself included, because this episode had been earlier in the production but ended up airing a bit later. That is possible. Some shows like MASH, we know exactly when each episode was produced. Gilligan's Island, I have not been able to find that information. But anyhow, so in that episode, the professor's trying to make some nails because he found some iron deposits on the island. They're not working. One too brittle, one not brittle enough, meaning floppy, and one explodes. So yeah, that's not good. But anyhow, Mary and Ginger are making some food, specifically pancakes. And Gilligan goes to find some sap in order to make some syrup, something close to maple syrup. Well, it turns out the sap that he finds actually makes really good glue, so they decide to glue the minnow together, because it's not a water-soluble glue. So they repair the boat. We get some gags with Gilligan and the skipper accidentally getting glued to each other and to the minnow. The professor's trying to figure out some way to unstick them, and there's a bunch of good fun gags with that, including discovering, thinking, oh, smelling Mrs. Howell's perfume, realizing perfume might be the type of thing made has the right ingredients to work as a solvent for the glue, and goes to Marianne and Ginger, smells Ginger's perfume, and nope, not the right perfume, so leaves. Oh no, gets the perfume, then leaves. And Ginger this entire time is like, huh, what's going on? Meanwhile, Gilligan and Skipper just remain stuck to the side of the minnow. But anyhow, they get off and all that, and effectively though, the episode ends with Gilligan discovering that the glue has a expiration date after, I feel like, based on for the episode's timing, we're looking at 24 to 48 hours. We only see one night, but it might have been 2 nights, but let's just say 24 hours. And the glue turns to dust. Yeah. And he goes back to warn them. They don't take his warning seriously until the ship actually starts falling apart. And somehow this glue fails so spectacularly, every other fastener on the minnow also fails, and the boat literally just crumbles to pieces. It's a great slapstick gag, but shouldn't just with a glue fall apart unless they decide to reinforce everything, which I guess is a possibility. But ultimately, though, they went with the gag ending, which was fun. And the actual gag ending is the skipper's effectively apologizing to Gilligan about all that, the way he treated Gilligan for Gilligan's mistakes and not listening to him. Meanwhile, interrupting Gilligan, trying to tell him he sat on a paintbrush with glue on it. And there the episode ends. So it's overall a great, fun episode. There's not much more to say about it besides, as I recall, we don't see the minnow again. I'll let you know if we do, though. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my latest retro review. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please be sure to give this video a like. Also, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I hope to see you for my very next video.